cleaning of the tank. Right now I'm scrubbing away at all the oil gets on the glass. Note that I haven't cleaned this tank in over 3 months. So what I've done is I've already trimmed out all the plants, and I've already vacuumed up on the substrate. As you can see, it's very uneven, and there's a lot of scrubbing going on. I have fast forward this video on the ×5, and some areas I have slowed down so that you can see into the tank. Please forgive please forgive my PJs. So I have a light that I use especially in the winter time, just to see the back of the grass and make sure everything is cleaned up. It's good to have a separate light so that you're making sure that the glass is cleaned all the way through. And bear in mind, my fish aren't scared. They're quite used to such a deep clean. Used to be on a monthly basis. I skip too, so they're not stressed out in any way while I'm cleaning the tank. And as you all know, I'm shaking the bottom of the vacuum quite a lot. Right now what I want to do is I just want to take out some of the water still. Like I said, this is a 100-liter tank. I took out about 75 liters of water. As you see, I'm shaking the bottom of the vacuum quite a lot. The reason for this is because when I vacuum, the stones or substrate is very unevenly. And by shaking this bottom of the vacuum violently in the tank like that, it kind of even out the substrate. And now it's just a waiting game. Like I said, it is 75 liters of water coming out of this tank. So it's probably more than 80% of the change that I'm doing right now. If you're calculating your amount of volume for your substrate and clones. So right now you can see I'm done draining all the water. The plants are quite down, except for the Amazon sword that will stand out. As you can see, fish are calm, no stress. So at this point in time, I'm gonna put the heaters back into the tank. The reason being for this is it's quite cold out, and the water coming out of the tap is also quite cold, and I wanted to get the jump on and get the heaters not on but in and set up already beforehand. So as soon as the tank as the water level reaches over the heaters, I will automatically switch the heaters on. And what I've done right now is, as you can see, there's the extra heater going into the tank. That is just to help compensate for the cold water that will go into the tank and might shock the fish. And also we don't want that water to be too cold for too long in the tank anyway. So there's an extra heater going in. And then there goes our thermometer. I switched 1 heater in the tank to 28 degrees Celsius, and the other will be on 27 degrees Celsius. This is so that I can monitor and see when one switch is off. I know that we're close, and right now, as you can see, the tank has been filled up with the hose, and then we have some water conditioner added to it also. I like this blue color. I can see when this washes out after cleaning the tank. It usually takes about 2 days. And at the moment, I'm going halfway through the tank. The temperature dropped to about 20 degrees Celsius on the thermometer. The lowest that did drop through all of this was about 19 degrees Celsius, and then it just started heating up from there. So right now what I'm doing is all I'm doing is just checking and watching the water go in. We don't want the water to go in too violently into the tank. We don't want to mess up the stuff straight and scare the fish. So this process takes some time, and it's always good just to monitor and see that all the fish are calm. What I was noticing is that the program is they were quite still down at the bottom of the tank through this process, and I think that would be because of the change of the temperature in the water. And this is a planted tank, and so what you can see is after trimming out, I took a couple of pieces back that I want to put back into the tank. I took quite a lot of plants out. I cut a lot of them out, and I took some out just to free up the tank. What you want to do is, what I like to do is, I like to just do this every 3 months, so the plants will grow or be overgrown in the tank, and then you always pick and choose what you want to do to the tank next. So it gives me opportunity to clear out some of the plants in there, and it gives me opportunity to obviously do my own thing again all over when I do decide what I want to do. Yeah. So around about now I'm about to turn on the heaters, and then as well as the water pump, the filtration. What I do have is I have 2 sponge filters and 1 media filter that is cartridge into the water pump or into the filter. I'm about to turn it on right now, as you can see, and then automatically the heaters will go on, but not the pump yet. So what I'm doing is I'm throwing water in to cool down that pump. This is a magnetized pump. I'm not sure the mechanics that goes inside around, but what I do know is that at the moment the pump is spinning, but no water is coming out, but shortly it will. There we go. And as the water reaches to the right height, it will automatically start pumping out, and we want that going as soon as possible, especially just after cleaning the tank, and as well as getting the water heated up again. We need a lot of flow in there. So right now I'm going a little bit fast, going a little bit violent to the water to get it filled up, so that I can have this hose out and start covering up. Taking the last leaves out, making sure there's no debris floating around while the pump is on, so automatically you'll see everything just come up after you've turned the pump on. What I normally do is I don't like the flow in the tank to be as strong as it is as after I do water changes. What I normally do is I point the nozzle in the upward direction, so that the flow in the tank is not as much. The Aquariums doesn't like the flow to be as much as it is at the moment, but like for the next 2 days it will be like this. So at the moment I'm just checking if both water heaters are working. The reason I put the light off in the fish tank is to see that both of the heaters are operational. There's 2 ways you can do this. Obviously it's the light that shows on there, and then as well as the bottom of the heater that gets quite reddish. As you can see, good to go.